Tyler Shaw. Let's get into this thing. So my main claim, the Bible is historically correct in its records of the people and the places. There's not an argument of divinity, it's not an argument of who is right and who is wrong in religion. It is an argument of historical correctness. Now, firstly, I would like to say that a lot of the, my first point is, sorry, I could talk well, it might take me a minute. My first point is that there's archaeological evidence and finds, recent or some older, that point to the existence of people and places in the Bible, such as 1961 found in Caesarea Maritima. A team of archaeologists found a stone placard with a reference to Pontius Pilate, who some had thought didn't even exist. Now, Pontius Pilate, as some of you may know, may not know, he was the governor of Judea, the Roman governor of Judea, who sentenced Jesus to be crucified. Now, this placard makes mention not only of him, but of Emperor Tiberius, which would place him actually not only just having existed and being a ruler at the time, a ruler in Judea, but also placing him in the time period needed to be in reference to Jesus Christ, to sentence him. So this placard proves that not only that he existed, but that he existed in the right time frame. Another discovery, another archaeological discovery that helps prove the existence of people and places in Jerusalem. The team of archaeologists, this was reported on the Huffington Post in February 22nd, 2010. But a wall found in Jerusalem, dating about 3,000 years old, which is older than they believed would have a complex government. So this proves the existence, at least, of a complex government during the time, which then leads to the existence of King David and King Solomon, who they thought were fictional kings because they believed that during that time period, the government wasn't central enough to have a king of such a large area. The wall is actually also mentioned as being built during the time of Solomon. In the Bible, they actually mention the building of this defense wall in exactly the spot where it's built. The secondary claim is that the Bible has remained mainly unchanged throughout the centuries. If you take Bibles from today and 16th century Bibles and older Bibles and compare them, while there is going to be difference because of differences in languages or differences in specific meanings of words, the words the structures and words are basically the same. Also proven by this, like in 1947 and 1956, the Dead Sea Scrolls, which were found in a cave off the Dead Sea by a young Muslim shepherd boy. He found these scrolls, and on these scrolls there is not only biblical documents, but also Hebrew cultural documents of practices, cities and wars, stuff like that. But these documents, when they put the biblical document, today's Bible, and compared them word by word with the Hebrew translation of the Dead Sea Scrolls, they matched up so almost perfectly that it shows very little change. The only book that they did not find of these Dead Sea Scrolls is the Book of Esther. While these aren't the only finds, these are the ones that I chose to highlight. There have been, I cannot reference this, but there have been searches where they've used actually the Bible as a way of finding places in these things. They've actually used the Bible as a reference to find archaeological digs. And yeah, that's pretty much the debate. That's pretty much the main argument. I mean, I obviously didn't say all of the archaeological finds or written finds, but these ones are ones that I thought I should focus on. This way. Thank you for clapping out of pity.
440. All right. You need to take a deep breath before you get started. You seem a little hesitant, and then you rush through the proposition and a couple of justifications, and that's an important part of the speech. And I think that you rush it so much that you kind of lose focus, and you lose the focus of the audience on what you're ultimately trying to prove here. You do suggest what the secondary points are as you get to them, but they should be laid out at the beginning of the speech. And again, all you need to do is speak to us in a fairly direct way, and you're letting things get ahead of you. You seem like you are anxious to get into the argument before you tell us what the argument is all about. The individual signposting was clear on the secondary points, so that's okay. But I'm trying to figure out what's the controversy and why is it important? You need to explain to us why this matters, why it's problematic, where the dispute is on these issues, and why your conclusion on this is valid. Now, on the first point, you've got 2 or 3 pieces of factual data concerning archaeological finds that you're using to demonstrate this. And there's no doubt, I think that you've got the 3 instances. You've got the Dead Sea Scrolls, you've got the Pilate placard, and there was something else that you had. So, you know, on those points, I think you're okay. You had a clear citation on the second point with the archaeological site, the wall. The Pilate placard, I didn't really get a source citation on, so you want to make sure that you have that. And what do all of those things mean? They mean that the record that's in the Bible has been verified by something that's not in the Bible, which tends to show the validity of material that has been written in the Bible. So there's a reason that we should be treating the Bible as historical record. That's the way you need to express that particular point, and you're not quite getting to that. You're on the brink of making that argument, but it's a big inference that we have to go through on on the second part. It sounds like you're apologizing through a lot of the speech, and you need to be a little bit more assertive about what your position is. Don't be apologetic about it. The information on the second point, I think, is underdeveloped, so you need some more information on that point as well. Like I said, the source citations, there was only one that was as clear as it should be. And at the end, again, you kind of give us an apology, and that's undermining your credibility. So, you know, keep it simple, be direct, give us the evidence on those points. Don't forget to summarize and tell us why that evidence validates this particular conclusion and why this conclusion is important for us to know about, and you'll be fine. All right, thank you.